Understanding these words is crucial for mastering editorial comprehension and improving your language skills for exams and everyday reading. First up is ambiguous, meaning unclear or having more than one possible interpretation. Think about avoiding confusing statements. Number 2 is advocate. To advocate means to publicly recommend or support a particular cause or policy. Next, allegation, which is a claim or assertion that someone has done something illegal or wrong, typically without proof. The fourth word is amend, meaning to make minor changes to a text, law, or document to make it fairer or more accurate. Moving on to arbitrary. This describes something based on random choice or personal whim, rather than any reason or system. Sixth is bolster, which means to support or strengthen something, often in the context of morale or an argument. Our seventh word, bureaucracy, refers to a system of government or management where most of the important decisions are made by state officials rather than by elected representatives. Consensus is next. It means a general agreement, typically an opinion, among a group of people. The ninth word is controversy, meaning prolonged public disagreement or heated discussion, often regarding a matter of opinion. Finally, curtail. To curtail means to reduce in extent or quantity, impose a restriction on. 11 through 20, to help expand your language skills. First up is deteriorate, meaning to become progressively worse. For example, the old building's condition continues to deteriorate. Next is disparity, which refers to a great difference or inequality. Think of the, quote, economic disparity between the two regions. Word 13 is dissent, which is the holding or expression of opinions contrary to those previously, commonly, or officially expressed. For instance, there was public dissent over the new policy. Elusive means difficult to find, catch, or achieve. Imagine the elusive concept of perfect happiness. Endorses means to give one's approval or support to, especially publicly. A common example is when a celebrity, quote, endorses a new product. Erosion is the process of gradually wearing away or being worn away, but can also mean the gradual decline of something, such as, quote, an erosion of trust. To escalate means to increase rapidly in intensity or magnitude. For example, the dispute began to escalate into a serious conflict. Fiscal relates to government revenue, especially taxes. You often hear about the government's fiscal policy in the news. Fragmented means broken or divided into small parts. Think of a fragmented market with many small competitors. Finally, grievance is a real or imagined wrong or cause for complaint, especially one perceived as unfair, such as filing a formal grievance with human resources. Words 21 through 30 and their meaning. Word 21 is hamper, which means to hinder progress. Think of something slowing you down on your path to success. Word 22 is hypocrisy, meaning the practice of pretending to have moral standards or beliefs to which one's own behavior does not conform. Next, impetus, word 23, refers to the driving force or stimulus behind a movement or action. Word 24 is implication, which is a possible effect or result of an action or decision. Word 25, incentive, is a reward or motivation offered to encourage a particular action or effort. Inevitable, word 26, describes something that is certain to happen and cannot be avoided. For word 27, we have inflation, which is the general rise in prices and fall in the purchasing value of money. Integrity, word 28, means the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. Word 29 is intervention, the action or process of intervening, often to change the outcome of a situation. Finally, word 30 is judicious, meaning having, showing, or done with good judgment or sense, wise and careful. The words 31 through 40, helping you expand your lexicon with essential words and their meanings. Our first word is looming. This means something is about to happen, often with a sense of urgency or threat, like a looming deadline. Next, we have mandate. A mandate is the authority given to carry out a specific policy or course of action. Word number 33 is mitigate. To mitigate means to reduce the severity, seriousness, or painfulness of something. Moving on to notion. A notion is a belief or idea about something. It's often a general or vague idea. Our next word is obsolete. If something is obsolete, it is no longer produced or used. It's outdated. Next is opaque. Opaque describes something that is not able to be seen through. It is not transparent. Word 37, paradigm. A paradigm is a typical example, model, or pattern of something. To persist means to continue firmly or obstinately in an opinion or a course of action in spite of difficulty or opposition. The word plausible describes something seeming reasonable or probable. It's believable. Finally, precedent. A precedent is an earlier event or action that is regarded as an example or guide to be considered in subsequent similar circumstances. Words 41 through 50 with their definitions. Word 41 is predicament, meaning a difficult situation. Think of being in a tough spot with no easy way out. Next is repercussion, which is an unintended consequence that follows an event or action. Word 43 is resilient, the ability to recover quickly from difficulties or setbacks. Retaliate means to respond to an attack or perceived injury with a similar one, to respond with revenge. Scrutiny, word 45, refers to close, careful examination or observation. Speculation is the forming of a theory or conjecture without firm evidence, a guess without proof. Word 47, stagnation, means the state of not flowing or moving, lack of growth or movement. Substantial describes something of considerable importance, size, or worth, large or important. Sustain means to strengthen or support physically or mentally, to maintain or continue something over time. Finally, tangible means perceptible by touch, clear and definite, real or measurable. List 51 through 60. We're diving into 10 powerful words, complete with their essential meanings. Our first word, number 51, is tension, meaning strained relations. Think of a tense situation where people are under stress or disagreement. Next is trajectory, number 52, which is the path of progress. This is often used to describe the expected course or development of something, like a project or career. Word 53 is transparency, meaning openness. In a business or political context, it refers to operating in a way that is easy for others to see and understand. Number 54, unprecedented, means never happened before. It's used to describe something that is unlike anything known or done previously. Word 55 is viable, meaning workable or practical. If a plan is viable, it has a good chance of being successful and being put into practice. Moving to number 56, volatile means unstable. This can describe a substance that evaporates easily, or a situation that is likely to change rapidly and unpredictably, like a volatile market. Word 57 is warrant, meaning to justify. To warrant something is to provide adequate reason for it, or to confirm its necessity. Number 58, withstand, means to resist pressure. It refers to enduring a difficult condition or force without failing or giving in. Word 59 is accountability, meaning responsibility for actions. It's the obligation to accept responsibility, or to account for one's actions. Finally, number 60, autonomy, means independence. This is the right or condition of self-government, or freedom from external control. Words 61 through 70 and their meanings. First up is bipartisan, which means supported by two political parties or groups. Next is coercion, which is the act of forcing someone to do something against their will. Constrain means to limit or restrict something or someone. Deliberate means to carefully consider or discuss something before making a decision. Equitable means fair and impartial, providing a just outcome. To exacerbate means to make a problem, bad situation, or negative feeling worse. Fluctuate means to rise and fall irregularly in number or amount, to change frequently. Foreseeable means able to be anticipated or predicted. Impartial means treating all rivals or disputants equally, unbiased or neutral. Finally, legitimacy refers to the ability to be defended with logic or justification, conforming to the law or rules. On words 71 through 80 and their meanings. First up is marginalize, which means to push to the edge or treat as insignificant. Next, mobilize means to organize and bring resources together for a specific purpose. Negligence refers to a lack of proper care or attention, often resulting in harm or damage. Overhaul means a major reform, making extensive changes to improve something. Polarization is the division of a group, society, or subject into two sharply contrasting and often opposing groups or sets of opinions. Pragmatic means dealing with things sensibly and realistically, based on practical rather than theoretical considerations. Proliferation means a rapid increase in the number or amount of something. Reform means making an improvement or a change for the better, often in social, political, or economic institutions. Reinforce means to strengthen or make something stronger, often by adding material or support. Finally, revamp means to give new and improved form, structure, or appearance, essentially a redesign. Words 81 through 90 and their meanings. Word 81 is sanction, which means an official penalty imposed for a violation. Word 82 is shortfall, meaning a shortage or a deficit in supply or expected amount. Word 83 is skepticism, defined as an attitude of doubt or a disposition to question the truth or validity of something. Word 84 is stipulate, which means to demand or specify a condition as part of an agreement. Word 85 is subsidy, referring to a sum of money granted by the government or a public body to assist in industry or business so that the price of a commodity or service may remain low. Word 86 is surveillance, meaning close observation, especially of a suspected spy or criminal. Word 87 is threshold, which can mean a point of entry or a limit level at which a specific effect will occur. Word 88 is undermine, meaning to lessen the effectiveness, power, or ability of, or to weaken gradually. Word 89 is uphold, meaning to maintain or affirm something, such as a law or principle. Finally, word 90 is vigilant, meaning keeping careful watch for possible danger or difficulties. Words 91 through 100 and their meanings. First up is voluntary, meaning something done by choice. Think about volunteering for a cause you believe in. Next is abate, which means to reduce, lessen, or stop something. For example, the storm began to abate. Word number 3 is adversary, meaning an opponent in a contest, conflict, or dispute. Moving on to consolidate, which means to strengthen one's position or to combine a number of things into a single more effective whole. Our sixth word is deterrent, defined as a discouraging factor or something that discourages or is intended to discourage someone from doing something. Next, endeavor means to attempt or try hard to achieve something. The eighth word is feasible, which means possible to do easily or conveniently. Is the plan feasible? Mandated means officially required or commanded by a particular authority. Our 10th word, nuance, is a subtle difference in or shade of meaning, expression, or sound. Finally, proponent is a person who advocates a theory, proposal, or program, a supporter of an idea.